guys should be scared, and then you guys should be nervous, and then you guys should be excited, and it's just a
Yeah, we're
roller
definitely
coaster.
all of that.
It's a roller
Yeah, for
coaster.
sure.
So when you guys did this event, you guys took out Mr. Professional. All right, tell them, give me some feedback. What went well? What are some areas of opportunity I can assist you guys with?
Do you want to go ahead and start?
So we practice here at home, building it and then taking it apart and then building it again. And then we follow your videos to set it up and also do the camera on menu settings and the flash and stuff like that. But I run into difficulties onto getting the perfect lighting. I kind of figured it out.
Yeah, he played with it for a while.
Yeah, you have a video where the highest number is the lowest flash and the lowest
And the
number is
rest
the
of it,
higher, something like that.
You got it right. The lower the
Yeah.
number, the more the power. Yes.
So I set it up on manual, like you said, and I start playing with the ISO and the shutter speed. So I'm kind of getting it. I feel like I have to take a intensive course or something about it.
He's a perfectionist.
So my question, when we were printing, was the quality of the picture wasn't reflected on the strips. So we got the, how do you call it, the pic, the website, the Snapic and everything. We got the description and everything, and actually it came really nice. But when we printed, the quality that we see on the iPad, it was really nice, the detail and everything, but it's a little blurry on the strips. And also when we share it, how do you call it?
For airdrop or whatever?
Airdrop or on text, it's still not defined. It's a little blurry. So my question is, how can I get the quality of the camera? Because after I got the pictures in the iPad, and you can see this, the camera is amazing. It's just the quality is insane. But transferring that quality detail into the strip, that's the one now. Because I have a few from other places that others weddings that we went before we got this professional, and the quality is really good, but we don't have it here. So I want to know if there's anything we have to do into
to adjust
into the website, the Snapic
the software.
Yeah, so there's a couple of things that I want to share with you guys. When it comes to the smaller, the 2x6 strips, the reason it looks good on the iPad is because it's still a full-blown photo. So you get to see the details. When the photos gets compressed, minimized to those tiny little squares on those strips, we lose a lot of detail. And that's why you guys see that the photo printouts are a little blurry. So for me, what I tell my clients is, I'll give you guys a perfect example. We had a reunion, and so most of the folks that came to the event were older. I want to say past their 50s. So I told the planner, instead of doing the 2x6, let's do the 4x6 so that we don't lose detail. If you guys print out a 4x6 photo in comparison to a 2x6, you'll notice that the 4x6 it's almost like higher resolution and more detail because the photo is larger. So it doesn't compress it too much. On your camera, there's two things that I want you guys to do. One is, do you guys have your camera there, your Canon? Go ahead and turn the camera around for me, and let's change some settings here.
I have it here connected.
Let's go to Kayla. Are you using the selfie camera?
Yeah, let me turn it around.
So hit the menu for me.
It's not doing anything.
Oh, that's because it's okay. Do this. Disconnect that for now. Right on. All right. Let's go ahead and hit the menu, and let's hit OK or set. So let's check out all of your settings. So let's start at number 1. So let's go left all the way to number 1, and we'll start there. Image quality. Hit OK. And then change it to the bottom where it says S1. We want that file to be a lot smaller so it doesn't get crazy compressed and take up so much memories. Yep, there you go. So now it's set to S1. So let's go to number 2. Metering mode. Click on metering mode for me. And let's go to the one all the way on the right. There you go. Now hit OK on that one right there. And let's go to number 3. And so picture style, now it's on auto. Auto is okay, but if you guys want to get a really good photo, like the photos you've probably seen on my social media,
man.
is
Those are amazing.
here's a hack for you. Go to okay, and then we're gonna scroll down to where it says fine detail. There you go.
Click it.
Yep. So now you guys are gonna see when the colors are gonna pop a little bit more, and you're gonna see sharper detail. So the photo's gonna come out overall, in my opinion, much nicer. So I'd rather do fine detail than use auto.
You didn't know that, so thank you.
So let's go to number 4. One shot, autofocus, enable. So autofocus on the top there where it says one shot. If you switch it to servo, go ahead and hit a servo. That means when people move for like GIF, it'll continuously focus even when there's movement. So you guys can leave it on servo or one shot. Either one's gonna work okay. I leave mine on servo.
Both just regular photos and the GIFs. Okay.
So it continues to focus. Now let's go to 5. Keep going. Driver mode. Click on driver mode. I just want to make sure it's on single. Yep, that works. Single shot is fine. Let's keep going to the right. Keep going. And that's good for that. Let's go ahead and hit menu. Let's see. Go to the right. Keep going. Let's go to the wrench. I want to see what's going on. And yeah, let's hit OK there. Let's see. Now, take your finger and try to put it on top of the sensor for now. That little sensor on the top there. Try to cover it with your finger. See that? So
yeah.
I don't like it doing that because sometimes the top of Mr. Professional blocks it and then the screen goes black, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we can change that. Let's change that. So let's go to, I think it's keep going to the right to number 2. Keep going. Number 3, display settings. And go to, and then go to manual. I try to cover that sensor again. Now it's going to stay on. So if you guys are in a situation where that is being blocked, you guys will still have the lit screen, which helps.
Mm-hmm.
Happened when, so I was trying to get so the people were walking in and I wanted to see everybody on the.
To be able to fit on the back.
In the background,
back,
and
you couldn't see.
when I was doing it, I guess my finger was blocking it. So like, oh my God, what's going on?
Yes.
And then you're under pressure because people is like
waiting for you.
The pressure is very, very real. And you know what? No matter how many years you're in the business, something about people waiting on you,
the line,
it's difficult to shake that off. I understand what you guys are saying. So what kind of lens are you guys using? Are you guys using a kit lens or are you guys using the 24-50 lens?
The one that came with the camera, I think is...
Okay, so that's the kit. That's the kit lens that I think is 18.
The 14 and 50, 55, something like that. It's not...
It's just the one that came with the kit.
I want to get the other one, the 50 something.
The 24 to 50. I have this on all the cameras now. This is not expensive, but it's a great upgrade, even though it's not expensive in price. So I highly recommend you guys get the 24-50 over time.
Remember you mentioned on a video, one of your info videos there, and they were like, maybe we have to switch to it.
Now at this moment, let's go ahead and turn off the camera. Just talk right there. And let's connect the data cable. Do you guys still have your Snapic event open?
Not the event, not that actual event anymore, no.
Do you know if it expired or if it's still available to
Yeah,
launch?
it already expired yesterday. I didn't think to extend it till today.
Because what I wanted to see is how you guys troubleshoot when it comes to the lighting. Do you guys have... Go ahead.
I said, do you want me to create one real quick?
What you can do is go on to Snapic and just extend the one that just expired. You can just extend it for another day. Do you guys have the monthly plan or the weekly plan?
The monthly.
So you just change the date, the end date to later today. And then let's do this here. What else? Let me look at your flash head. Top there. Have it in full power. And then...
I think I had it when I was at because it was Style Ranch, so we had no battery, so, lighting.
Mm-hmm.
So it was completely dark at that where we were locating.
So were you guys using alternative current, or were you guys using a power station?
I got the Anchor power station.
Is it the small one? I think it's the Anchor 512.
I got that big one.
Oh, look at you! Look at you, man.
I didn't want to run. Man, I didn't want to run into issues. So
that's like the Ferrari, Lamborghini of power banks.
I always get it. I'm getting the professional, man. So
cool. Okay.
Gotta keep it professional.
So since you have such enormous power station there, what you can do is go ahead and press the bulb right there. Now press it again. See how it's set to 100? Now what we want to do is, instead of having that at 100, click the big fat button that you can turn to the right or left. Click that fat button.
That one?
Click on it. Don't move it to the left or right. Just click on it. Turn it down to like 35%. Going. So what that means now, go ahead and click it one more time for me. So that's how you change the power on your modeling lamp. So that light stays on, and it helps your camera see where the people are at, even though it's dark.
I didn't know that. It was completely off.
This causes... Go ahead.
So it was shining a little light, so that way we can see a reflection on, not reflection, but the little preview on the iPad. And I was like, oh, get more to the right, more to the left, and then another little shot, and then pop the picture, because I didn't notice that.
Yeah, so I hope you learn a lot from this call. That's what this call is intended for you guys, to accelerate some of this learning. So if you look down at your power bank really quick, since we turn on the modeling lamp, you'll see that it's taking a hit. I think there's a display button there. You see how many watts it's eating up right now? Around 12 watts it looks like, right? No, I can't really see. Oh, there it is, 28 watts, around 28 watts. So you could do two different things. You can always mess with the modeling lamp, or you could just turn up the brightness on Mr. Professional's LED ring.
Oh.
So that's going to be optional. Go ahead and launch the Snapic application for me, please.
She's doing it right
No.
now. Oh, that?
Just like that. Go ahead and go demo. We can do a demo event.
You got it?
Hit refresh on the right. There it is. And then configure camera. And then we're going to wait for that one to populate, since we already connected it to the data cable.
That's another question that we had.
I was turning it on and off to get connection.
That's
I had to go back to change the Wi-Fi for that WCM to be able to...
There it is.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the printer. Never mind. This is the camera. Never mind.
And then if you guys are going to be doing prints, there's different ways that you can still send a text message and still have the WCM Plus connected. One is through Ethernet cable, and then the other one is having your WCM Plus connected to one of your mobile phones and use your phone as a mobile hotspot. So there's different ways. But if you guys do prints at an event and do airdrop, then that's not going to be an issue. You guys will be set to go. So let's do this.
So we're thinking on doing getting the iPad with the internet.
It's still going to create that setback, because I have iPads with internet, and to have your iPad communicate with the WCM Plus, you need to use the WCM Plus as the primary Wi-Fi, so then you're not able to use the data on your iPad.
Anyway,
but
so it's kind of pointless then, or?
No, so like I said, there's different ways you guys can still deliver that photo via text message. So one way, for example, is say you have a data plan on your iPad, right? What you can do is you can connect, and I made a video, I don't know if you guys seen it, when you can connect it to the data cable. So on your, I'll send you the latest video, because I'm going to talk and talk right now. It's not going to make any sense because you guys are not able to, but I'll send you the video
just follow it
to get the visual. But in the meantime, let's do this. Let's go to Start Photo Booth. On the iPad. There you go. Now you see how it's a little dark right now. There's a way you guys can change that. So if you guys go over to image, just like that, where it says where it says use capture settings for live view, untoggle that where it says photo right there. Right there. Untoggle that. Now, move the, there you go. So this says ISO, aperture, and shutter speed on the left side. You see where it says photo preview default? A little higher? Right there, default, right there on the right side. Preview default for photo, a little left.
Sorry.
Preview, right there, preview default. So take your finger, go up slowly. Keep going, slowly, keep going up, slowly, keep going, all the way where it says, let me see, the phone's moving. There you go, right there. Press that button right there.
This is the first one?
That's it, yep, that's the one. Go ahead. Let me see, point the camera phone, there you go. Now change it to, for example, let's change it to 500. You see?
Oh, changing.
Exactly. So that's just the preview, meaning that's just going to be, it's not going to have the effect on the ISO because it's just preview. It's not for the actual photo. So you want to use that in a darker environment. Right now what we're going to do is we're going to take a test photo together and calibrate together. I'm going to show you guys a couple things. Let me see, your aperture as a 6.3. That's good. Let's start the booth. Right there. All right, let's take a test shot. So for this one, guys, Kayla, for this one, you guys only did a 2x6?
No, this is a by 6.
You guys didn't do any other dimensions, just this specific strip.
Right, just strips, because that's from our experience, the majority of how people want it, and that's how the next event also wants it. So that's why we wanted to try it, the 2x6 this time.
Let's go to start, and then take those 3 photos for me, guys. Take those 3 photos. So let's go ahead and just pose, and then just stay in the same area because we want to gauge. See, capturing image.
So that's why are we? Because early we're moving. Is that why it's not? No.
Let me see. Let me see that.
Capture error.
There's a one that image filter download the image from the camera. The operation timed out.
Still moving. Let me see. Stay right there. Well, you stay right there.
I think we're gonna have to turn off and turn on the camera.
I did.
Here it is.
See, this is good. I want to keep these photos because I want to calibrate with you guys live. More. Let me see the screen.
Sorry. I'm looking at the photo, bringing the screen.
So you guys can see the photo on your end, but on my end, because we're doing video, I can't really see all of the details, right? But from what you guys are looking at, what is it looking like so far? Do you guys feel like we need to make the brightness, turn that up or turn it down? What are your guys' thoughts?
Probably the brightness a little up.
Let's do this. Go to tap finish.
You want me to text it to you?
If you guys could do that, that'd be cool. So let's try number 909 504 8431. Yep, let's send that. Hit tap finish for me, please. And then we're gonna go to still photo again. And then we're gonna take 3 fingers and slide up. 3 fingers on the screen and then slide up. Let me see the menu. Go to image for me. You can barely see it. All right, guys. See where it says photo 200? Right there in the ISO. Click on that for me. And now we're going to move that up to 400. And now we're going to hit the arrow on the top right. Yep. And now we're going to notice a difference on that backdrop you guys have. That is going to pop up more. And overall, because you turned up the ISO, everything else around you is going to look brighter. So go ahead and hit tap and take a demo photo for me.
Go ahead. Oh, it's definitely brighter.
So the ISO increases the sensitivity, and so then it allows more light to go in because the sensor amplifies the signal. So you guys, you notice how the yellow is brighter?
Yes.
That's what we did with the ISO. Now, if you guys had a different background and you guys wanted the background to look more realistic and not like fake design on a backdrop, then you would play with the ISO. But when you want a big bright photo all the way, you can turn up the ISO to around 500 and then turn the flash a little bit lower if the people's faces are coming out too bright. What do you think of that photo, guys?
That's good.
Yeah, it's definitely better.
You like it? Let me see. Send it to me as well so I can see it. The photo you guys sent me looks a little sad.
909.
504 8431. I'm anxious to see how this now. Oh, cool. This is a significant difference. Now, is your printer turned on right now? It's on. Swipe up all the way up, please.
3 fingers.
It should. Oh, finish.
Oh.
And then try to swipe up so we can leave that. So we can go to the main menu.
Also exit.
It doesn't let you swipe up all the way just from the iPad.
Didn't do it.
So we're gonna leave Snapic for a little bit, so we can close the application. But the iPad should allow you to take one finger and there you go. Safari for me. The Safari right there. And on the top right, swipe down for me. The top right of the iPad, swipe down. Now let's hold down the Wi-Fi. And then you can hit OK for me on there. And then go back to the Wi-Fi and hold it for me. I want to see the WCM Plus pop up. There it goes. Let's go to WCM Plus right there. All right. Now let's go to Safari again. A refresh right there on the top right. Give it a few seconds. Let's do this together. Let's go to the little hamburger icon on the left side. And let's go to printers. And then let's toggle down on the arrow there so we can get a drop down. There you go. Now let's go to printer settings. All right. So we also want to have 4x6 checked on there as well. And then where it says glossy, you guys can change the finish on your photo printout. So you guys can do luster, fine matte. I like glossy. Actually, I like almost all of them, so they all have a certain purpose depending on the type of production and quality and output that you guys want. If you guys go to luster, you'll notice that the colors are more vibrant. So the yellows will be more yellow, the oranges will be more orange. Glossy is nice because it stays glossy and it's the traditional look. Fine matte, it's a bit more flat, but it still looks classy. So this is what I mean by you guys experiment with those finish types and see which one you guys want for your events. So we'll leave it at glossy. Now point the phone down towards the right, bottom right. Hit save. Now let's go back to the top left. Let me see what you're looking at, Jos. Let's go to network settings. I'm going to give you guys an example of what I meant earlier. So when it comes to this section, since both of you guys are going to be at the event, and let's say both of you guys have your phones with you, if you guys go to Wi-Fi connection, and say for example, Kayla, are you still there? Do the phone that you guys are using, if you guys have another phone next to you, can you guys turn on that phone's mobile hotspot?
Let me see. I can do that.
You don't want to using the phone you're using right now. You're streaming because it might have a little bit of interruption because it's trying to do so many things. It's on. Okay. Let's go press scan Wi-Fi. There you go. So we're scanning for networks that we can use to make the WCM Plus also a mobile hotspot router, so that the iPad not only communicates with the WCM Plus to print, but it also communicates with the WCM Plus as a hotspot. So go to Wi-Fi on the arrow there. Yep. And then do you see your phone?
Yeah.
And now put the password for your mobile hotspot right on there. Oh, it's pronounced Joss, right? I was saying Joss earlier.
No, it's actually Joss.
Joss?
Well, everybody calls me Josh, so if you call me Joshua, it's fine.
Joss, but
okay, Joss.
At home and his close friends call him Joss.
Call him Joss the boss.
You were fine.
All right, so we're gonna wait a few seconds. We want it to join. You guys must be excited for your next one. It says unable to connect. Let's double check on that. Let's double check the password. Lowercase j.
Oh, that's right. My bad.
There you go. All right, this should work.
Messing up with my password. Come on, jeez.
It's all right. There you go.
Because we talk to the professional, man.
Sweet. So now that that's completed, let's go to the hamburger icon on the top left again, and let's go to printer. And then let's go to the arrow for the DC. Yep. And then let's print test page really quick. There you go. Now while that's printing, I'm going to show you guys something. Go back to Snapic for me. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to hit refresh on the top right. And then we're going to go to, it's still, okay, let's go to configure printer. Right side, right. Go ahead and click on that and then choose. And then since, okay, so when it comes to, when you guys start printing out 4x6s, this will be the selection when you put 4x6. So select 4x6, Jos.
The one at the bottom?
Yeah, 4x6. And then you see where it says strip on the right top. Go ahead. And then that one is going to be the other size, the 2x6. So hit choose. 2x6. 6x2. There you go. It's save for me on the top right there.
We have to make this changes every time we log in, or is it going to pretty much save it?
So just make a habit of making sure that you guys have that already saved. Okay. It would be really cool if it's saved the same way, but sometimes we have different events with different sizes. So go to start photo booth for me, guys. All right. Let's see image. All right, let's go ahead and do it. Let's do a photo and let's try to do print and a text message. Let's do that.
Okay. And the only reason I'll tell you right now.
Oh, no, go ahead, tell me.
The only reason that I did this, whatchamacallit, people to see the little for 2x6 strip is because we were not able to get, but now, before people could not see what they were taking pictures. So it was only like when the picture was taken, right? Mm-hmm. So I said, okay, well, if we do this, at least it's not that obvious that it's not working. Mm-hmm. But I think now because you mess with the camera on the back, the sensor or whatever, maybe, I don't know. I'm thinking that's what it was because that was going to be one of my questions that people were not able to see what normally you're able to see the screen and see how you look and fix yourself and see if you're center or whatever, but it was black until the picture was taken and then they move around. And so that's what, but I'm thinking because you already changed the actual camera settings, it's now.
That's going to help. That's definitely going to help, but I get what you're saying. Hit print for me for now. And then print. And then continue. And then let's try to text message it as well, please. Same number, 909 504
8431.
Man, I wish I had a brain like that.
She works with numbers all day.
Yeah, work with numbers all day.
That makes sense. I don't feel too bad. So I'm going to wait for that to come through. Now, earlier what you were saying, two things. That what you just said is the changes that we just made is going to help. But on Snapic, when you're creating overlay, when you create an event on Snapic, it gives you an option. It says overlay preview, you can select the overlay preview so people can see themselves if they're in the center or not. So it actually shows your design and it shows them in the design, so you can have them right in the middle. It's called overlay preview on Snapic.
Okay. And I actually didn't want that.
You didn't want that?
Okay. No, because it's because all they see is a little strip and the picture's quite small, especially on the strip. So I didn't. It's fine because I would want them to see the whole screen and see themselves, especially if they're a little bit farther out.
Got it.
But the only reason that I did is because I thought it's not going to be as obvious that this bigger screen is black because they were not able to see themselves. So at least they're kind of focusing on the little picture and the actual strip. So that's the only reason I put it on, because we were not able to see ourselves from the front, or they were not able to see themselves. But I would prefer not to have that, so they can actually see the big screen and see themselves.
So keep playing with that. For me, I much rather have the overlay showing. That way I know exactly how it's going to look.
That's true.
Yeah, so just keep playing with it, because it's going to come down to preference and experience.
That's true.
So if you find something you love and it works out well, just keep doing that 100% of the way. And then along the lines, some clients will push you to do something completely different, and this is the best part, because you have to do something that you never done before. So for me, I moved away from the 2x6 as much as possible, just because when they post this on social media, most social media is not 2x6 friendly. We're losing too much real estate. So when we do portrait photos or landscape photos and we get more real estate, it looks even better on social media. A lot of people, photo booth companies, what they like doing, guys, is for school events, they offer 2x6s. Two main reasons. One is because there's hundreds of students in that line. We want to move the line as fast as possible. So if there's 4 students that took a picture, a group, then all we have to do is hit print twice, and we're gonna get 4 strips, right?
Right away.
So that helps with the speed. And then I guess photo booth companies try to save money by printing out 2x6s. To me, I'd rather give the client a nice full photo with the detail like we talked earlier, instead of giving them the old school 2x6. This is like, but then again, this is just me. Because if you guys take a photo, for example, with a larger orientation, larger dimensions, and you guys print those out, you guys will see that there's a quality, a printout difference, because the amount of detail you're capturing, and because it's a larger photo. So what do you guys think?
As far as I agree with what you're saying. I feel like it makes sense, especially like if the event is not regular 100, 150 people, that would be a good option to just have better quality. What I did last night, because I started doing the Facebook and Instagram pages, so I basically put 2 strips together to make it be more, instead of just one, because it's gonna look funky just sitting there. You hear what you're saying. Yeah.
But have fun with it, because it's all. I'm giving you guys my suggestions and my recommendations, so that you guys can use that and then see what works for you, or what you would like to add your flavor, spin your flavor into it. So it's all about just sharing ideas.
And what is it now when he was in the background? It's the lighting right now that it looks really dark and it's hard to see yourself in the camera, or why is it that, for instance, right now? So if you go back there, see, it's hard to see make out details. Is it because it's a small one, or see, if we go far, you can just almost see just like a silhouette.
Go to cancel for me, and then use your 3 fingers to slide up. Oh, let me see. Go to the still photo. Use your 3 fingers to slide up.
There you go.
Go to image for me.
See.
Go to preview for me. Where it says 500. Go to auto. See if you can go to auto. All the way up. hit on, let's try to save that by going to the arrow on the right.
This one? You close the menu.
That's fine. Can I get back there? No, you get back there.
So there you go. That's what we want. We want light. Because earlier it was too dark, right?
Right.
So auto in this situation would help adjust it quickly.
Okay.
One thing, guys, when it comes to the ISO, you don't want to exceed 640, because when you start going past 640, the quality starts dying down, and that's just in photography in general.
Mm-hmm.
So you see how it's at the 400 right now?
Uh-huh.
We can even bump it up to 500 if we wanted to. So say, for example, bump it up to 500 for me, guys.
But then you think it might change the quality?
Yeah, so not at 500. Once you get past 640, yes.
Oh.
Now hit the arrow, and now on the top flash, aim the phone at the top flash there for me. So you see how it's 1/8? Go ahead and lower it just a little bit. Keep going. Oh, still right there, right there. Let's take a photo at 1/16.
Plus 0.04 is good?
We'll leave it there. Or we can even do it to an even number if you guys just want to do it 16. So go left a little bit more.
16?
Right there.
Oh, so you can definitely see it's better.
Now hit start. There you go.
It's brighter. So this event from Saturday, they wanted a gold background and to get something quick. Have it ready.
There should be a slight difference, right, from what you guys are seeing?
Mm-hmm.
So even though we lowered the flash power, it's still pretty well lit, right? Like you guys can always experiment, but here's the thing. On your ISO, try to always keep it under 640, and if you need more light, then use your flash head to give it more power.
Okay.
So I'll bring it down because it's higher. So just always keep it on 35, you think?
So for example, you're saying that you guys are saying that right now the photo is too bright?
No, it's good.
It's good. If what you can even do is tap finish there for me, and then go to still photo again, and then swipe up with 3 fingers, and let's go to image, and then we can even go. You see a photo right there for 500. Click on it again. Oh, there you go. So the next one would be 400, 320, and 200. So you guys can always use that, but try to keep it, like I said, under 640. Yeah, that's something that I learned over time. If you guys go,
640 here. Oh, 640.
Right there. But let's try something to experiment. Let's do this. So let's go up to 1,000. And then let's hit the arrow there on the right. And then on your flash head on the top, let's go to 1/32. So keep going down all the way to 32. Right there. All right, take a photo for me. And then you probably won't be able to see too much detail because it's such a small photo. Okay. So say these are strips, right? But say it was a larger photo. The higher that we go up, you introduce what's the term, it's called grainy, or it's called noise.
Oh, you can even do this. Oh, well, because I have a, what should we call it? No, enough of that counts. For an actual, but it's a GIF, so it's gonna.
I like it though. It's bigger. It's a bigger. Yeah.
One more. There's four GIFs. It's not as grainy.
So when it's a GIF, you guys are still okay because you guys got a good amount of lighting. But the best example I can give you is you guys are at a party, you guys take out your phones and you take a picture and it's dark and the picture quality doesn't come out so good. Right. It's because the phone is bumping up its ISO as high as possible to make sure that the photo is well lit. But even though the photo's well lit, it doesn't look high quality because there's noise. Right. So it's the same exact concept with the photo booth. So, okay. But you guys are ready for the event, man. No more free events, guys. All these events, these upcoming events, you guys have to get compensated for your experience and your investment.
Yes. Yeah, we're ready for that too.
We're really excited, man. We are getting into something that we like to do. I mean, no experience, obviously, right? That's why we're asking you. Thank you for your help. And honestly, this setup is absolutely amazing. Yeah. The quality of the thing, it's insane. We were getting all the stuff and putting it together. And I was like,
whoa.
Man, this thing is just
nice.
We got compliments when we went to the place. From family and friends, they're like, "Oh, what is this?" You know,
Professional.
Yeah, really pro.
It's a good name,
Mr.Professional. Well, those words that are genuinely spoken to me, I know exactly what you guys mean by being at an event and getting compliments from the client or the attendees. It feels really good. If I made the right decision, kind of good. It's like buying a car and getting compliments on your car, right? And then I want to tell you, Joss, that power bank that you bought, man, is a great investment. That power bank that you bought, you can have your printer and Mr. Professional connected to it and be confident that that's all you need.
I had it fully powered before we went to the place, and then we ran it a little test, and then also have it on for
I think it was like 3 hours, 3.5 hours.
And only went down to 75%.
Wow. And one last thing that I want to share with you guys before I forget, because I have 100 thoughts in my head, but this one's important. If you guys show up to the event and your iPad is fully charged, then your power bank, you'll notice it holds on to way more power because that iPad battery eats up a lot of power. But if you take it to the event already fully powered, you'll notice you get so much more life out of that big power bank. There you go. Power station.
I don't know. We're going to keep playing with this. You got a question?
Yeah, I do have a question. On the original email that you sent when you said you had the folder with the for marketing, and I click on it on the link, it takes me to the Dropbox?
Yes.
And nothing comes up in the folder, like in any of my folders from Dropbox. Is something supposed to come up there, or how do I access those folders?
I'm going to send it to your email right now.
Okay.
When you get that email, I would say access that asset folder through a laptop or a desktop.
Not through a phone, okay.
And then once you open it, you'll notice that there's going to be videos, marketing content, and photos, and templates, photo booth contracts. Oh, and also what I did now is for Mr. Professional owners, I added 360 video marketing content. So in the future, if you guys get a 360, you guys already have plenty of photos and content to promote your 360 video business as well if you decide to add another service to your production company. Okay. But I'm going to send you that as soon as we get off right now so I don't forget, and that way you have it in your inbox.
Perfect. So yes, I open it through my phone. I'm like, how come it's not taking me? But okay, it makes sense. Yeah. I'll do it through the computer.
And then Kayla, I'll use the email you used to make your Mr. Professional purchase. I'll use that email. Is that okay? I'll do that. Do you guys mind being on my channel if I shared some of the stuff we covered today?
Yeah.
You guys want to be on the channel? Do you guys want to shout out your company name?
It's Heavenly Photo Booth.
Heavenly Photo Booth. And then you guys have an Instagram?
We do. It's Heavenly _ Photo Booth.
Kayla, are you blushing a little bit?
I am. I was not expecting that. I was like, wait a minute.
So tell me again, when's your next event?
This Saturday.
Oh, wow. All right. Well.
Our first official one.
Yeah.
You guys have it set up in the comfort of your home. You guys are doing troubleshooting. And so, all right. It's going to go great. Just know that when it doesn't go as planned, that's where the experience really comes in because you have to troubleshoot. Sure. Right? And because it's two you guys working together, two heads are always going to be better than one. And so I love the fact that you guys are working as a team. You guys have each other's back. And yes, I understand that when there's people waiting, you get a little nervous. the best way you can word it, let folks know, guys, we want to make sure these photos come out great. Give us about 10 minutes. We're going to figure this out right now. And just let them know too, like, we're not leaving until you guys get your photo taken. So then they'll go grab a drink or go grab a bite, and then you guys feel more relieved. Right? And another thing, this past weekend, guys, I had an event, 10,000 people at the event. I had a small hiccup with Snapic. I opened up my laptop, went on the Snapic, just like you did earlier when you were on the side there, Kayla. And I hit the message icon, and I went, that's what I recommend.
This originally is for, because we have a 15-year-old that wants to start working, but she's into sports and all that. And so we figured we're going to get her set it up and for her to start working this one. And then we're going to get another one and have another daughter that she could also work on the weekends, or just start with my nieces. And so that's the plan. That was the original thought for this.
And honestly,
instead of her working for somebody else for...
We're talking about this is like, I would like to, so I work full time, I travel for work, and I would like to, for this to work out where my wife can dedicate full time to this.
Of course.
And leave the work office, office work, it's all like regular job, and just engage in this and keep it growing. That's my plan. That's our plan too.
A lot of people have done exactly that.
The $69.99 with Snapic, I'm able to send all the information to the client, right? Everything that, because normally they want to have the backup to see all the prints or but the actual pictures that were taken.
Of course.
Just that link, right? That's the link that.
That's going to be you opened up the event again right now. When you click on that event and you go to manage gallery, you can edit whatever photos you probably did just to test. You can delete those and then go to download content. And then that's when you can either email it to them or download the folder to your computer as backup and then email it to yourself and forward the email to the client, or just send the email directly to the client. And that's going to be the master link.
The link expires in 7 days or whatever.
Exactly.
That's just that. So it's better for us to get email it to us. That way we can save it and forward it to the client in case they want to have access.
Real quick. So what I like doing is download the folder to your desktop or laptop. That way you guys have the folder and it lives on your laptop or desktop, even if the link expires.
Right.
But what I like doing is not on top of that. I like sending myself the email, and then when you're composing an email for the client, thanking them for their business, that email that you got from Snapic, you can copy the link and paste it onto that email you're sending the client, so the client gets your thank you email with the master link. That's more professional, and I think that's just a better way of communicating with the client. In situations, what happens is when you guys start doing weddings, perfect example is, remember, couples go on their honeymoon after the wedding. So sometimes they don't get back from their honeymoon until days after, and the link expires.
Right.
Just reach out to Snapic technical support, and they can either renew it for you, or you can go back onto Snapic and request the zip folder again. Cool?
Okay, so it's good to know we have that option. Because that's true. They're gone, and that's not necessarily the first thing in their minds even when they're back.
I'm telling you guys, this experience is going to make you guys not only more confident, but it's going to allow work to be more fun, because you'll minimize friction along the way.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, guys, thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and message you guys as soon as I send Kayla the link to the digital assets.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you so much for your help.
My pleasure,
Thank you
guys.
for your help.
Take care.
Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Right on. Bye.